Yes, student, here is one of the question. With the help of it, we can explain the valence bond theory and its application. We know that the valence bond theory is applicable to explain the hybridization state, structure, magnetic property, type of orbital, and the type of spin. So we can explain all these things on the basis of valence bond theory by taking one of the example. Example is hexa aqua iron 3 cation is strongly paramagnetic, while hexacyano iron 3 anion, this compound, is weakly paramagnetic. How and why? Student, why this question is arises? This is because in this compound the number of coordination number of iron are common 6. Oxidation state of iron, again it is 3, and the central metal is also 3. Iron. So these are the similarities. However, the type of compound, that is the magnetic behavior of compound, is differ, and also the type of orbital is differ. So how do we solve this question? Student, as I told you earlier, very first write about the first question, FeH2O 6,3 cation. Here the oxidation state of iron is what? +3. It is because H2 has 0 charge. So we can directly write the configuration of iron Fe+3 by removing electron. That is what? Now the electron will be only what? 23. This is the number of electron, only 23. So we can write here, this is argon, that is 18. Okay, now in S subshell there will be no electron. Yes, 4s, no electron, while in D there will be 18 plus 5, directly what? 5 electrons. So this is the configuration of iron 3 cation. Okay, now H2O is weak filled ligand, so is unable to pair up unpaired orbital. Okay. Now to accommodate 6 lone pairs given by H2O ligand, hybridization will take place. Okay, how it is? Student, we need 6 vacant orbital. It has only one vacant orbital. That means what? Actually, if it belongs to 4s, then there must be what? 4p orbitals. And if it belongs to 4p, then there must be what? 4d orbitals. That means what? That means now there is requirement of how many vacant orbital? 6 vacant orbital. Okay. So hybridization will take place by 6 vacant orbitals. Which vacant orbitals? So this is 1. Okay. This is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That is simple. You can write it as P3 and D2. Okay. So sp3 D2. Okay. Hybridization will take place. Okay. And will form what? Now this belongs to ND. Therefore called outer orbital complex. Okay. Of high spin. Okay. Being it has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 unpaired electron hence is strongly what? Paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic, okay, in nature. Now the second question associated is now next one. But FeCN6, and this is what? 3 cation. Here Cn is strong field ligand, so is able to pair up what? Unpaired orbitals of what? Fe plus 3. Okay, how it is? Now its configuration is what? This is argon 18. Now this is what? 5 orbitals in D. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This belongs to S, will vacant. This belongs to P, also what? Vacant. But being Cn is what? Strong field ligand. So it will pair up this orbital. Again it will pair this orbital. Thus in the new configuration there will be argon, and now this one 1, 2, okay, 3. But these two will get pair up while only one will remain unpaired. So being only one orbital is unpaired. Only one orbital is unpaired. So is what? Paramagnetic. But which type of paramagnetism? This is weakly paramagnetic. On the basis of it, we can find that now the remaining two will participate in hybridization belongs to n-1d. Therefore, it is called inner orbital complex. Getting? That is just opposite. Here it is outer orbital, but now student, these orbital, okay, this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means now the hybridization will take place in these 3 orbitals. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it will become what? D2sp3. This is called inner orbital complex.